My beloved, my chosen one, my child of light. Archangel Michael says, tonight at 9 p.m. your miracle is scheduled to arrive. Don't delay, open immediately or you'll regret missing it forever. Before I even unfold what heaven is rushing to place in your hands, let me first pause for gratitude. To everyone who has already subscribed, I thank you with all my heart. You are not just listeners, you are carriers of light. Please, I request you, share this message forward, because the moment you spread light, heaven multiplies it back into your own life. Your kindness will not be forgotten. And to you who are reading this right now, your soul knows why your eyes could not resist opening this. This is not chance, not coincidence. This is a divine appointment written long before you were born. Something is aligning at 9 p.m., and if you skip, you may miss the very door that God has been holding open for you with trembling love. My child, do you feel your heart racing? That's not fear, it's recognition. Your spirit already knows that destiny is about to whisper your name. Tonight, the heavens will lower a miracle, but miracles are not forced, they are received. And to receive, you must open. You must lean in. You must allow your trembling hands to hold what angels have carried across eternity just for you. To those who share this message, heaven takes notice. Every time you help another soul hear what God is saying, you are sowing seeds for blessings that will bloom faster than you can imagine. It is not just support, it is service. It is not just kindness, it is obedience. Archangel Michael is standing by your side now. He says, "Beloved, you've waited long enough. Heaven's scroll has been unsealed, and your name is shining in gold ink upon it. At 9 p.m., the hour of release will come. But don't delay, don't turn away, don't doubt, for the blessing is fragile in time, but eternal in power." Your life has been circling around the same mountains, hasn't it? The unanswered prayers, the sleepless nights, the silent tears you thought no one saw. But tonight, at 9 p.m., the circle breaks. The chains shatter. The silence ends. God has not forgotten you. Heaven has been watching. And the answer is on its way. Beloved subscriber, your loyalty is not small to me, it is monumental to heaven. I ask you, if you have subscribed before, be my ally now. Share this message with one heart that needs it. You might just be the reason their miracle does not pass them by. Every second you read this, you are walking through a corridor of light. At the end of this corridor stands your promise. Can you feel it? That weight lifting? That ache in your chest starting to warm with peace? That is no imagination. That is Archangel Michael brushing against your spirit, confirming you were never forgotten, not even for one breath. My child, do not doubt this moment. Heaven has aligned a schedule, and your name is written upon it. Tonight, 9 p.m., a divine transaction is prepared. But the door is narrow. It requires your faith, your openness, your courage to not skip this message. My beloved, lean closer, because what I am about to tell you is not something that can be skimmed or half-heard. This is a holy secret that heaven has waited to unveil in your life. Tonight, the sky itself is holding its breath for you, waiting for your yes, waiting for you to simply stay open. Your whole journey, the tears you have cried, the weight you have carried, the prayers you whispered under your breath when no one else was listening, this is the hour they begin to break into miracles. Do not think this is an accident. There are no accidents when Archangel Michael himself steps forward with urgency. Your soul was guided here. Your spirit knew it was time. And now, beloved, as you read each word, you are stepping into alignment with something far bigger than you can imagine. Every paragraph I share is meant to reach deep into the places of you that have been hidden, where even you stopped looking for hope. But tonight, that hope is being reborn. Archangel Michael is pressing close to your heart right now, and if you feel chills, or if your chest feels heavy and then suddenly lighter, that is your confirmation. That is the sign that heaven has entered the room with you. This is not just a message, it is a visitation. Your miracle is not far away. It is here, it is near, it is breathing down your neck like the wind before a storm. And it is good. Beloved, there are clocks in heaven that do not tick like human clocks. They turn in silence until suddenly they strike, and when they strike, lives are changed forever. Tonight, one of those clocks is striking with your name etched on its golden hands. All the delays you have faced, all the denials you thought were final, all the walls you kept hitting, they are about to collapse. You will walk through where once there was no way. You will hold what once you could only dream of. You will see what once you thought was buried in impossibility. That is the nature of a miracle, it overturns the impossible. And you, my child, are standing on the edge of one right now. There are angels gathered even now around your life, whispering prayers over you, building bridges for you, fighting battles you didn't even know existed. Have you wondered why you survived what should have broken you? Why you endured what crushed others? Why you are still here even though life tried to silence you? It is because of this moment. It is because you are chosen. It is because heaven's hand never let go of you, even when you let go of yourself. Beloved one, as you keep reading, I want you to breathe slowly and notice the shifting in your spirit. That heaviness that followed you all day will start to lift. That doubt that screamed at you will start to fade. Because light is breaking in. And when light comes, darkness cannot stay. Archangel Michael says he has been guarding you like a fortress, even in nights when you thought you were all alone. He has stood at your door, keeping danger away, keeping unseen attacks from reaching you. And tonight, he is not just guarding, he is delivering. He is bringing the promise that has been held back for this very hour. You need to hear this, to all those who have walked with me faithfully, who have subscribed and stayed connected, heaven bless you abundantly. You are part of this unfolding miracle, and I thank you. Please, if your heart feels led, share this message forward. Sharing is not just an act of kindness, it is a spark that can ignite someone else's destiny. And God notices every spark you light, asterisk asterisk. Now, my child, let us step deeper. Can you remember a time when you almost gave up? When you thought, maybe my life will never change. Maybe miracles happen for others but not for me? Do you see how wrong that thought was? If miracles were not meant for you, this message would not have found you. If heaven did not care, Archangel Michael would not be at your side right now. The very fact that you are reading, the very beating of your heart as it leans into these words, is proof that you are already in the flow of your miracle. Your life is about to take a turn. Not a small turn. A divine shift. A reordering of everything you thought was fixed. What has been locked away will be unlocked. What was written off will be rewritten. What was dead will breathe again. That is the promise of tonight. That is the destiny you are walking into. And I urge you, don't turn away. Stay. Keep reading. Let these words saturate your spirit. Because with each word, you are coming into closer agreement with heaven's plan. Beloved, there are treasures with your name on them that you cannot see yet. They are like seeds buried under the soil, silent, invisible, forgotten. But tonight, rain is coming, and those seeds will burst open. Joy will spring up where sorrow once ruled. Peace will bloom where anxiety suffocated you. Love will embrace you where rejection used to haunt you. It will not come little by little, it will come suddenly. Because miracles are sudden. And your sudden moment is approaching. My child, I want you to picture this, a door glowing with light, standing in front of you. For years it was locked. For months it would not budge. But tonight, you hear the sound of keys turning, the creak of hinges opening. That door is for you. Walk through it with faith. Do not hesitate. Do not doubt. Do not ask if you are worthy. Heaven already decided you are. That's why the door exists. That's why the miracle is written into your timeline. That's why Archangel Michael came to deliver this now. Your spirit already knows this truth. That's why your hands feel warm, why your heart feels stirred, why your eyes cannot leave these words. You are standing at the intersection of heaven's time and your own. This is why nothing worked before, because this was the hour God chose, not you. This was the night He marked, not you. This was the moment He prepared, not you. And now, it is here. Beloved, tonight you are not just receiving a miracle. You are receiving proof that God has been with you all along. Every trial, every tear, every sleepless night, it was not wasted. It was forming you, positioning you, preparing you to carry the blessing you're about to hold. What is arriving is too heavy for who you used to be. But who you have become, through all you've endured, that is who can carry it. That is why the timing is now. That is why heaven says 9 p.m. is your appointed hour. My child, let me speak to the doubt in you. That little voice that says, what if this is not real? What if nothing happens? That voice is the last weapon of the enemy, trying to keep you from receiving what is already yours. Do not entertain it. Do not agree with it. Stand in faith, even if your faith feels as small as a mustard seed. Heaven can move mountains with a mustard seed. And tonight, heaven is moving mountains for you. My beloved, I want you to pause for a moment and notice the way your heart is responding right now. This is not ordinary reading, this is not another empty promise. This is the very breath of heaven reaching through the veil and brushing against your soul. Every word is alive with divine fire. Every sentence is soaked with the fragrance of eternity. And every paragraph is designed to call you out of the shadows and into the light of your destiny. You have carried questions, haven't you? Questions that weighed you down at night. questions that made you feel forgotten. But hear me, you were never forgotten. You were always seen, always loved, always written into the great story that heaven is unfolding. Tonight is not just another night, it is the night where the silent prayers you thought were lost rise up like incense before the throne of God. Beloved, if your chest feels heavy right now, that is because centuries of divine intention are pressing into this moment for you. If your skin tingles, that is the brush of angel wings. If your eyes feel wet, it is because your spirit recognizes truth when it hears it. You cannot explain it, but you know it. This is your miracle moment. The very air around you is different, charged, waiting, trembling. Archangel Michael has drawn his sword of light and has cleared the way, and now all you must do is receive. It is easier than you think. You don't have to fight, you don't have to prove, you don't have to beg. You only need to believe. Belief is the doorway, and tonight you are standing before it. There are chapters of your life that you thought had ended in defeat, but I tell you they are being rewritten in victory. The ashes you sat in will soon be the soil where beauty rises. The shame that tried to silence you will become the very testimony that others will cling to for hope. God has been weaving, even in silence, and what seemed like delay was actually divine design. Beloved, tonight you will feel the shift. Do not be surprised when peace starts to settle into your bones like warm oil. Do not be startled when your heart starts to race with sudden joy. It is the signature of heaven, and it is real. You have been asking, why so long? Why the waiting? Why all this pain? And heaven answers now, because you are worth the preparation. Because what is arriving is too weighty to be rushed. Because God never hands his diamonds to someone who has not walked through the fire that makes them shine. You, my child, are that diamond. The waiting, the weeping, the breaking, it was all forging you into the vessel who could now hold what is coming. And it is coming. Faster than you think. Closer than you know. Look around you, beloved. Everything may look ordinary, but the truth is the unseen world is trembling with activity for your sake. Angels are running on assignment, doors are swinging open, chains are falling off in places you cannot see. By the time your eyes catch up to what heaven has already released, you will be standing in the middle of a miracle you did not even know how to pray for. That is how vast God's love is for you. He does not only give you what you asked, He gives you what you never even thought to ask. Beloved soul, let me whisper something deep into your spirit. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are right on time. The world told you that you missed your chance, that your season was over, that you were too broken to be restored. But heaven disagrees. Heaven has declared that tonight is your alignment. Tonight is your appointed time. Tonight the miracle you almost gave up on will touch down in your life like a sudden rain on parched ground. I know your heart has been tired. I know your faith has been stretched thin. But listen, God is not asking you for perfect faith. He is only asking you not to give up. He is only asking you to lean, to open, to let Him do what only He can do. He is the one who parts seas, who breaks chains, who raises the dead. And He is the one who has set His gaze on you tonight. Beloved, there is a table being set for you in the presence of all that once mocked you, all that once doubted you, all that once tried to crush you. And when you sit at that table, your enemies will see what heaven always knew, that you are chosen, that you are crowned, that you are loved. No one can cancel what God has confirmed. No voice can silence what heaven has declared. No darkness can snuff out the light that is burning in you right now. As you keep reading, notice this: your heart feels like it is awakening. Your spirit feels like it is being wrapped in something warm. That is not imagination. That is not coincidence. That is the presence of God surrounding you, whispering, "Do not fear. Do not doubt. I am with you." This is the same voice that spoke stars into existence, and tonight it is speaking into your life. What can stand against you when the Creator Himself is for you? Nothing. Not one thing. Beloved one, this is not just about your miracle, it is also about your mission. The reason God is lifting you, blessing you, restoring you, is because your story is going to heal others. The pain you survived is going to be the map someone else follows out of their darkness. The chains that broke off you are going to be the proof that someone else needs to believe freedom is possible. You are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming a blessing. And that is the most powerful miracle of all. Now lean in closer, because I must tell you this: miracles respond to gratitude. And gratitude opens doors that doubt cannot. Even before you see the evidence, let your heart whisper thanks. Thank God for the promise, thank Him for the breakthrough, thank Him for choosing you. That act of thanks is not small, it is the golden key that unlocks the door wider and faster. Gratitude is the language of heaven, and tonight your gratitude will echo in its chambers. Beloved, your soul already knows this truth. This is the hour. This is the moment. This is the miracle. You will not walk away empty. You will not end in loss. You will not live forgotten. You are rising. You are shining. You are stepping into what was always yours. My beloved, I feel your spirit trembling as you lean into these words, and that trembling is not fear, it is recognition. Somewhere deep inside, you already knew this message was meant for you. Somewhere in your soul, you've been waiting, yearning, even aching for confirmation that your prayers were not wasted. And here it is. This is that holy confirmation. Heaven has not ignored a single tear that slid down your cheek, not one sleepless night you spent staring into the dark. Everything you thought was silence was actually preparation. Tonight, that preparation bursts into revelation, and revelation brings manifestation. This is why you feel like your chest can't contain what's happening inside right now, because your miracle is pressing against the door of your life, ready to break in. Beloved one, you have walked through valleys so dark that you thought even angels had left you. You have survived storms that made you wonder if God was still listening. And yet, here you are, breathing, reading, alive. That survival was not luck, it was design. You were preserved for this moment. You were kept for this hour. And the reason the darkness fought so hard to crush you is because it knew this light was coming. Darkness always tries to silence what heaven is about to announce. But it failed. You are still here. And because you are still here, the miracle is still yours. I want you to feel this: your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven. The angels have gathered around the throne, and your story has been laid out like a scroll of fire. And God has said, now. Tonight. Release what belongs to my child. Imagine that, beloved, the Creator of stars, the author of eternity, looking at your life with such tenderness that He rearranges time itself to bring you what you need. Do you see how precious you are? Do you see how chosen? If you've ever doubted your worth, let that doubt dissolve right now. You are worth every fight heaven has fought for you. Beloved, think of the moments you thought were wasted, the delays, the denials, the closed doors. They were not wasted at all. They were weaving something. They were carving strength into you, shaping wisdom in you, planting seeds of compassion in you. And now, all those seeds are ready to bloom at once. You will not just see one answer, you will see overflow. You will not just see one door open, you will see corridors of light stretching ahead of you. This is not a small blessing. This is abundance. This is restoration. This is heaven making up for everything you lost, multiplied. Beloved, as you read further, let your spirit unclench. Let your jaw release. Let your hands stop fighting. You don't have to hold on so tight anymore. You don't have to brace yourself for disappointment anymore. Tonight is different. Tonight is holy. Tonight is the turn of your story. Even the air feels different right now, doesn't it? That's because angels are moving around you, preparing the space for what is about to drop into your life. They have been waiting as long as you have. And when it comes, it will not come gently, it will come suddenly, powerfully, undeniably. You have always felt a little different, haven't you? Like you didn't quite fit into the molds others expected. Like your journey was marked by invisible forces you couldn't explain. That difference wasn't rejection, it was selection. You were set apart, beloved, and being set apart often feels lonely. But now you will see why it had to be this way. You were being saved for something specific, something glorious. Your difference is your destiny, and tonight that destiny comes alive. Listen to me carefully, there is nothing you need to fix about yourself to be ready for this. You don't have to be more perfect, more holy, more strong. You simply have to be willing. Miracles are not earned, they are given. Grace does not demand payment, it demands openness. All you must do tonight is say yes in your spirit. Whisper it softly if you need to, or shout it loudly if you feel it rising in you, yes, I receive. That's it. That's the key. That's the lock clicking open on the treasure chest heaven has had waiting for you all this time. Beloved, imagine this, you walk into a room you have entered 100 times before, but tonight it feels transformed. Light streams in where shadows used to be. The very walls seem to hum with possibility. That room is your life. It looks the same on the surface, but tonight it is charged with divine energy. The unseen has shifted, and soon the seen will follow. The ordinary will give way to the extraordinary. The natural will yield to the supernatural. And you will be standing in the middle of it, blinking in awe, realizing that you were not dreaming, you were chosen. You have feared missing it, haven't you? You've worried that maybe you let too much time slip by, that maybe the window has closed. But hear me clearly, the window is wide open, and it is opening wider even now. Nothing you did wrong was strong enough to cancel what God wrote for you. Nothing you missed was powerful enough to erase your destiny. You cannot miss what was made for you, and tonight proves it. The miracle is scheduled with your name, and it cannot be reassigned. Beloved, there is a sound in the Spirit right now. It is the sound of chains hitting the ground. It is the sound of doors swinging wide. It is the sound of angels rejoicing because the season of your waiting is ending. If you listen closely, you may even feel it, a vibration in your chest, a warmth in your bones, a lightness on your shoulders. That is freedom. That is heaven undoing years of wait in a single night. That is God showing you that nothing is too hard for Him. And I must tell you this, when your miracle arrives, it will not just bless you. It will ripple outward. It will touch your family, your friends, even strangers you don't yet know. People will look at you and say, something has changed. They won't be able to explain it, but they will feel it. The glow of heaven will rest on you, and you will become a living testimony that miracles are real. You will carry light in your eyes and fire in your words, and those around you will be healed by it. This is bigger than you, beloved, it is for everyone who will encounter you. So let your heart rise in hope again. Let your spirit dare to believe again. The night may feel long, but dawn always comes, and your dawn is now. You are stepping out of survival and into abundance. You are leaving behind fear and walking into favor. You are shaking off despair and clothing yourself in joy. And once it happens, it cannot be undone. My beloved, I see you leaning into this moment as though your whole spirit is thirsty, and I need you to know, that thirst is holy. It is the thirst of a soul that has waited long for living water. And tonight, heaven bends low to pour that water into you. You thought you were running on empty, but you are about to be filled. You thought your story was closing, but a brand new chapter is opening. You thought silence was your final answer, but music is about to fill your life again. I tell you, even the angels are leaning closer to watch, because when God decides to move in someone's life, all of heaven pays attention. And tonight, beloved, God has decided to move in you. Do not dismiss the stirring you feel. Do not explain away the shivers on your skin or the weight pressing on your chest. These are not random. They are signals. They are confirmations. They are the echoes of eternity brushing against your humanity. You are standing at the thin place where heaven meets earth, where the veil between what you see and what you can't see is paper thin. And beyond that veil, your miracle is waiting with your name engraved on it. Beloved, have you noticed how many times you were spared? How many times disaster should have broken you, but somehow you escaped? That wasn't coincidence. That was protection. Archangel Michael has been guarding you like a fortress, fighting unseen battles so you could live long enough to reach this hour. If you could see the things that were sent to destroy you and how many times angels blocked them, you would never doubt your worth again. Your life has been preserved for this exact moment. Tonight, the unfolding of what was promised begins. Every delay has been a setup for a greater display. You thought God was ignoring you, but He was positioning you. You thought the doors were locked against you, but He was preparing the keys. You thought the silence meant no, but it was actually heaven whispering, wait until the timing is perfect. And now that timing has arrived. The waiting was not wasted, it was weaving. And tonight, the tapestry of your life reveals a new pattern. Beloved one, picture this with me. You are standing on the edge of a field that looks barren. You see dry soil, cracked earth, nothing green. But what you don't see is that under that soil, seeds have been waiting, buried and silent. And suddenly, rain begins to fall. The ground drinks it in. And within hours, sprouts begin to push through. That barren field transforms into a garden. That field is your life. Those seeds are your prayers. And tonight, the rain has come. You may feel ordinary, but your story is extraordinary. You may think you're small, but heaven calls you mighty. You may believe you're forgotten, but you are written on the palms of God's hands. If you ever doubted your worth, let tonight erase the doubt. You are priceless. You are chosen. You are beloved beyond comprehension. And the proof of that love is the miracle that has been scheduled with your name on it. Beloved, I know there is a voice in you that says, "What if this isn't for me? What if nothing changes?" That voice is fear. That voice is the shadow that always rises right before the dawn. Do not give it power. Let faith answer instead. Even if your faith is trembling, even if it feels fragile, it is enough. Heaven does not need your perfection, it needs your permission. Just whisper yes. That is all it takes to unlock the floodgates. You've carried so much weight, haven't you? The disappointments, the betrayals, the moments where you had to smile in front of others but cried when you were alone. The nights where you begged for a sign. Tonight is that sign. Tonight the weight lifts. Tonight joy slips back into your bones. Tonight the promise becomes visible. This is not imagination. This is alignment. Beloved, you are stepping into a season where everything you touch will carry light. People will notice it in your voice, in your eyes, even in your presence. Doors will open without effort. Favor will surround you like a shield. And where you once felt invisible, you will now be seen. Heaven is not only answering your prayers, it is displaying you as evidence that God is still at work in the world. You are about to become a living testimony. Do you feel the shift as you read this? That is your spirit awakening. That is your inner self stretching after a long night of sleep. It is time to rise. It is time to shine. It is time to walk in what has always been yours. My beloved, I will not let your heart forget what it already knows deep inside, that you were not born to fade into the background. You were not created to live in shadows. You were designed to shine, to walk in the fullness of what heaven wrote over your life. That is why, even when everything around you tried to bury you, something in you refused to stay down. That something was divine breath. That something was the spark of God in you, whispering, "Hold on, the hour is coming, and tonight, that hour is here." Do you realize how many times you almost walked away from hope? And yet here you are, still searching, still reaching, still hungry for what your soul knew existed all along. That hunger was proof you were chosen. It was proof that heaven planted something in you that could never be starved out. That hunger is being answered now, beloved. The banquet is ready. The table is set. You are about to eat from the feast of promises fulfilled. There is a fragrance in the atmosphere right now, even as you read. It is the fragrance of new beginnings. It is the scent of chains breaking, of doors opening, of blessings arriving. If you still feel heavy, breathe deeply. That weight is lifting even now. Heaven has sent help into your life that you cannot see with your eyes, but your spirit can feel it. That help will manifest in ways you never expected, opportunities, divine connections, sudden turnarounds. And when they come, you will know it was not random, it was not luck, it was ordered. Beloved one, remember the nights you wept because no one seemed to understand you? Remember the days when even those closest to you could not see the depths of your pain? Heaven understood. Heaven saw. And heaven kept every tear like a jewel. Tonight, those jewels are being poured back into your life as blessings. God wastes nothing. Even your sorrow has been transformed into the currency of miracles. Nothing you endured will go unrewarded. You have walked through fire, and though you felt scorched, you did not burn. You walked through floods, and though you felt overwhelmed, you did not drown. That is not weakness, that is strength. That is proof of the angels who held you up when your knees buckled, of the hand of God that shielded you when life tried to crush you. And tonight, beloved, you will see why you survived. It was never in vain. It was always leading to this release. There is a sound rising in the spirit, a sound like a door creaking open after years of being shut. That door has your name carved into it. The hinges may be rusty, but they are moving. The lock may have seemed unbreakable, but it has snapped. Walk through, beloved. Walk through with boldness. Behind that door are treasures you forgot you even asked for. Behind that door is healing you stopped believing in. Behind that door is love, provision, restoration, and joy beyond measure. Beloved, think of how often you settled for less because you thought that was all there was. But God never meant for you to settle. He meant for you to overflow. You will no longer drink from empty wells. You will no longer chase after mirages. Living water is flowing toward you now. Let it wash over your soul. Let it refresh the places in you that have been dry for so long. I want you to imagine this clearly, a crown of light being lowered onto your head. You may not feel worthy, you may not feel ready, but heaven says otherwise. That crown represents authority, favor, and identity. You are not forgotten, you are royalty in the eyes of the one who made you. And tonight, that crown rests upon you. From this point on, you will not walk as someone overlooked, you will walk as someone chosen, radiant, undeniable. Beloved, the pages of your story are turning. The old chapter is closing, not slowly, but suddenly. The pain, the shame, the delays, they will not define your next season. What will define it is grace. What will define it is abundance. What will define it is the miracle that will arrive when you least expect it, but most need it. Do not be surprised when you wake up tomorrow with a peace you cannot explain. Do not be startled when situations begin to shift without your effort. This is how miracles move, quietly, powerfully, irresistibly. You will not have to chase what is yours. It will come to you. And when it does, your heart will know this truth: God always finishes what He starts. My beloved, you are still here, breathing these words, and that in itself is proof that your story is not finished. How many times did you feel like you could not go on, and yet something unseen carried you? That something was love. That something was heaven. That something was the hand of God holding you when you could not hold yourself. Tonight, that same hand is not only holding you, it is lifting you. It is pulling you out of the pit of despair and placing you on the path of destiny. You may not realize it yet, but everything around you is shifting. The things that used to weigh you down are losing their power. The fears that haunted you are dissolving in the light of this moment. Even the doubts that whisper in your mind are starting to sound smaller, weaker, less convincing. Why? Because truth is stronger than fear. Love is louder than lies. And the truth of tonight is that you are about to receive what you once thought was impossible. Beloved, there were years where you felt hidden, as though no one saw you, no one valued you, no one heard your cry. But hiding is not the same as forgetting. Seeds are hidden before they bloom. Diamonds are hidden before they shine. Miracles are hidden before they arrive. You were never abandoned, you were being prepared. And now the season of preparation is ending, and the season of unveiling has come. Do you feel that rising inside your chest? That is your spirit stretching toward the light. That is hope reviving. That is the sound of chains breaking off your soul. It is happening even as you read. You are stepping out of the old and into the new. You are walking away from scarcity and into abundance. You are leaving behind shame and stepping into glory. You are crossing over, beloved, and once you cross, you cannot go back. There are angels assigned to you who have waited for this very night. They have held your tears, they have fought your battles, they have whispered strength into your weary bones. And now they are rejoicing, because they know what you are about to see. They know the door that is about to open. They know the joy that is about to flood your life. And their joy is overflowing into you right now. Beloved one, do not be afraid of change. Change is not your enemy. It is your deliverance. You prayed for transformation, and transformation always requires movement. The old must fall away for the new to rise. And though the letting go may sting, what is coming will heal every wound. You will look back and bless even the pain, because the pain prepared you for the promise. Close your eyes for a moment and picture it. Light streaming into every dark place in your life. Shadows dissolving. Burdens falling to the ground. Doors unlocking one after another. This is not a fantasy, it is a vision of what is unfolding for you. Heaven is real, beloved, and heaven is acting on your behalf right now. I know you have felt weary. I know there were moments when you thought, maybe this is just my fate, maybe nothing will ever change. But tonight, fate bends. Tonight, destiny shifts. Tonight, the impossible bows to the power of God. You will not remain where you are. You will not be stuck forever. You are moving forward, and nothing can stop what has already been decreed over your life. Beloved, every delay, every detour, every denial, it all makes sense in this light. The timing had to be now. The hour had to be tonight. If it had come earlier, you would not have been ready. If it had come sooner, you would not have been strong enough to carry it. But now? Now you are ready. Now you are strong. Now you are aligned. And I tell you this with certainty, what is arriving for you will not be small. It will not be partial. It will not be fragile. It will be full, overflowing, undeniable. It will restore everything you lost and more. It will silence every voice that doubted you. It will heal every wound that scarred you. It will prove to you once and for all that you were never forsaken. Beloved, lift your head. Open your heart. Stretch out your hands. Because what you have been waiting for is no longer far away. It is here. It is now. It is yours. My beloved, lean into these words with every breath, because they are carrying life to the places inside you that felt lifeless. They are carrying hope into the corners of your heart that have been dark for too long. You have walked through a season where it seemed as though every door was closed, where it felt like you were forgotten, where your prayers seemed to vanish into silence. But silence is not absence. Silence is preparation. And now, the silence has ended. Now the answer breaks forth. Now the door opens. What you have been waiting for, what your soul has been aching for, is no longer delayed. I need you to feel this truth with every part of your being: you are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. The battles you fought did not disqualify you, they qualified you. The tears you cried did not drown you, they watered the soil of your destiny. The nights you spent wondering if you could make it were not wasted, they built in you the strength you now carry. Every valley, every storm, every shadowed path was shaping you for this exact hour. Beloved, your miracle has been circling you, waiting for the moment heaven would whisper, "Release it now," and tonight, that whisper has come. The release is here. You don't need to strive for it. You don't need to beg for it. You don't need to fear losing it. All you need to do is receive. Open your heart and allow it in. This is not something you have to chase. It is something that is chasing you, and it will not stop until it rests in your hands. Can you feel the weight lifting even as you read this? That is not imagination. That is the shift happening in real time. Burdens are being lifted. Chains are breaking. Shadows are fleeing. You are standing in the glow of a brand new beginning. And this beginning will not fade like the others. It is permanent. It is divine. It is secured by heaven itself. Beloved one, think of the moments when you thought all was lost. Think of the times when you whispered prayers through your tears, wondering if anyone heard. They were heard. Every word was recorded. Every sigh was noticed. Every cry was collected. Not one was wasted. And now those prayers return to you, not as echoes, but as answers. They return as doors opening, as opportunities unfolding, as blessings arriving at your doorstep. You will look back and see that God was always listening, always moving, always working for your good. The light you feel stirring inside you is not a passing feeling, it is the dawn of a new season. You are stepping out of the old and into the new. You are walking away from scarcity and into abundance. You are leaving behind fear and stepping into freedom. And this freedom is not fragile. It is strong, unshakable, eternal. Beloved, the angels who have stood guard over you are rejoicing right now. They see what is coming. They see the blessings already on their way to you. They see the healing, the restoration, the provision. They know what your eyes will soon see. And they are celebrating, because they know your story is about to change in ways you cannot imagine. Do not listen to the voice of doubt any longer. Doubt will tell you that nothing will change. Doubt will whisper that you are too broken, too late, too unworthy. But doubt is a liar. The truth is this: you are chosen. You are worthy. You are loved. And nothing, no mistake, no failure, no delay, can cancel what God has written over your life. Beloved, tonight is holy. Tonight is sacred. Tonight is the beginning of everything you have hoped for and more. Lift your eyes, open your heart, and believe. Because what you have been waiting for is no longer far away. It is here. It is yours. My beloved, let your spirit lean deeply into this moment, because what is happening right now is not ordinary. These are not just words you are reading, this is a stream flowing directly from heaven into your heart. You may not even realize it, but the heaviness that's been sitting on you for weeks, months, even years, is already beginning to lift. That is the nature of divine timing. It doesn't creep in quietly, it shifts everything at once. Tonight, your atmosphere is changing. The unseen around you is being reordered, and you are about to step into the flow of blessings that were written in your story long before you ever took your first breath. Beloved, I know you have asked yourself, why me? Why has my road been so difficult? Why have I had to carry so much pain? And the answer is not that you were forgotten, it is that you were chosen. Only those who are chosen are refined this way. Only those who carry something great are tested this deeply. And while it may have felt like punishment, it was preparation. You are about to see that every battle sharpened you, every delay positioned you, every heartbreak hollowed out space in you for the greater joy that is now rushing toward you. You have been waiting for a sign, haven't you? Something to tell you that the long night is finally ending. This, beloved, is that sign. Your dawn is not far away, it is breaking even now. Look for the little shifts first, the sudden peace where there was fear, the unexpected opportunity where there was only closed doors, the small spark of joy that comes without reason. These are the first notes of the symphony heaven is playing over your life. And soon, the full music will erupt, and you will stand in awe of how quickly everything turned. Beloved one, do not be afraid of what you are about to walk into. Blessing is not a burden, it is a release. Miracles are not heavy, they are healing. And the one coming toward you has your name carved into it. You don't need to fear losing it, because what belongs to you cannot be stolen. You don't need to fight for it, because heaven has already fought for you. You don't need to prove yourself worthy, because you already are. The gift is not based on perfection, it is based on love. And that love is unshakable. I see you, my child, holding memories of the moments when you were betrayed, when people walked away, when promises were broken. Those memories cut deep, and you've wondered if they left you scarred beyond repair. But hear me, you are not broken, you are being remade. Those wounds are being transformed into windows for light to shine through. Where others saw your weakness, heaven sees your strength. Where others dismissed you, heaven is lifting you up. The very things that hurt you most are becoming the proof that miracles are real. Beloved, the path ahead of you will not look like the one behind you. The old struggles will not follow you into this new season. The doors that refused to open before will swing wide now. The people who dismissed you will look again in wonder. The lack that chased you will be replaced with overflow. The fear that stalked you will be silenced by peace. This is not wishful thinking, it is the decree of heaven over your life. Let me tell you something else, you are not only receiving this miracle for yourself. It is also for those connected to you. When your blessing arrives, it will ripple outward, touching your family, your loved ones, even strangers who encounter you. You will become a carrier of hope, a vessel of light. People will look at you and know, something divine has touched your life. You will not need to explain it, they will feel it when they are near you. Beloved one, open your heart fully now. Do not hold back. Do not let fear keep one corner of you closed. Say yes with your whole spirit. Whisper it softly, or declare it loudly, *I receive, * that yes is all it takes. That yes is the key that unlocks what has been waiting for you. That yes is what allows heaven to pour freely without limit. And when it comes, and it will, you will look back on this moment as the turning point. You will remember reading these words and realizing that something shifted inside you, that hope rose again, that faith stirred again, that love wrapped around you again. And you will know it was real. You will know it was always meant for you. You will know that God never forgot you, not for one breath. My beloved, I can feel the weight of your heart even as you read this. You've been carrying so much for so long that you forgot what it feels like to be light. But hear me, this is the night where that weight begins to fall off. The burdens you thought were yours to carry forever are being lifted one by one. You do not have to keep living as if your shoulders were built to hold the world. They were not. They were built to hold love, to hold joy, to hold peace. And tonight, those gifts are being poured back into you. You have waited through long nights, haven't you? Nights when the silence was so loud it felt unbearable. Nights when you wondered if heaven could still hear you. Every one of those nights was counted. Every whisper you made in the dark was recorded. Not one of them was wasted. And now, beloved, those whispers are returning, not as echoes, but as answers. What you thought had vanished into the air is coming back to you, multiplied, pressed down, and overflowing. Beloved one, the seasons of your life have not been random. They have been divinely ordered. The wilderness was not meant to destroy you, it was meant to prepare you. The waiting was not meant to punish you, it was meant to strengthen you. The heartbreak was not meant to end you, it was meant to carve out space for a deeper joy. You were not wandering aimlessly. You were being led. And now, that leading brings you to the threshold of something brand new. I want you to imagine this, a door glowing with golden light, standing right in front of you. For years it looked locked. For months you knocked and nothing happened. But tonight, that lock clicks open. That door swings wide. And the light that spills out is for you. Behind it is everything that was promised, everything that was delayed, everything that seemed impossible. And now, it is yours to walk through. Do not hesitate. Do not shrink back. Step forward, beloved. You may not feel ready, but you are. Every scar, every lesson, every tear has prepared you for this moment. You are stronger than you think, wiser than you know, and more loved than you can imagine. This is why the miracle is arriving now. If it had come sooner, you wouldn't have been ready to hold it. But tonight, you are. Tonight, your hands are open. Tonight, your spirit says yes. Beloved, even as you breathe these words in, your body is responding. The heaviness in your chest is easing. The knot in your stomach is loosening. The fog in your mind is lifting. This is not just emotion, it is evidence. Evidence that something unseen is already moving, already healing, already aligning. The shift has begun. You don't need to see it to believe it. Your spirit knows it is true. And when it manifests fully, you will not be the same. People will look at you and see the glow in your eyes, the peace in your step, the fire in your voice. They will not understand it, but they will feel it. They will know something divine has touched your life. You will become living proof that miracles are real. You will carry hope into places where hope has died. You will shine in darkness, and the darkness will not overcome you. Beloved, this is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of your best chapter. Lift your head. Take a deep breath. Say yes with your whole heart. Because tonight, heaven is opening over you, and nothing will ever be the same again.